I'm Alex Gasaway. I have a channel called Alex Gasaway. That's AlexGasaway, and I do a daily vlog now.
Explain what your daily vlog is about.
It's called Growing Ambition, so you can find it also #Growing Ambition, and that is my company, and I'm building a software company, and our platform that we're starting with is basically something to connect brands with creators and nonprofits so that creators can actually get paid to make content about causes that they're passionate about.
So how many days are you in right now?
This will be vlog number 10 today.
So vlog number 10. Were you doing YouTube before that?
I really started to take YouTube seriously like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
A year ago I crowdfunded my first short film, and that was kind of when I...
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, I want to make a film. I'm going to do it. I'm going to direct it. I've never directed before, and I never really saw myself as a director. I wasn't like, I had my first camera when I was 9 and I wanted to direct films. That's not me. But I crowdfunded a film, and I was like, I'm gonna document this and do a YouTube video every day of that process. Just because I think it's a process a lot of people want to do, but it's overwhelming and a lot of people fail at it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first series about a year ago, and then I started doing a weekly YouTube video maybe like 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So like creator tutorials, gear reviews, all that kind of good stuff. And so yeah, I was planning on when I was going to launch this company and really start development of the software basically, I was going to do 2 a week. So that would have been like a little over 100 episodes in that season for the year.
Yeah.
And then I found out about Cody Warner, and he was just like inspiring me every day. And I was
It's so true. Oh, true.
I was like, why would I not do daily? In a matter of like 2 weeks, that led me to like, okay, I guess I'm starting a daily vlog.
You know what's interesting is hearing you say 2 a week actually sounds harder to me than doing daily when documenting a process like this.
Yes.
And I think like from doing my show, Passion and Progress, it's like I spend so much time on the front end, and it takes a lot of editing doing a video podcast.
Yeah.
But that's like so. But that's like so. Yeah, for sure. I think I like that, but that's something that I know takes time, and I know I'm not going to be able to crank that out in a day.
Yeah.
But I think the conversations and everything that are there are more valuable to like give it its due diligence.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been saying the word due diligence a lot.
It's your first time in this conversation. So
Okay. I did do daily vlogging for a month, and I found that it takes all of, I don't even want to call it guesswork, but when you're editing and you need to tell a story, it gets you to the point really quick.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it gets you very efficient at telling the story that you want to tell.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it sounds like you did it before, so.
Yeah, that was more like topical though, like with the crowdfunding series, like it was very topical. It was still very like SEO based and very like searchable terms, and it wasn't like I was documenting my day.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like, this is where we're at in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of both, but it was more like a tutorial. It was more like I was sitting there doing my video, and then I was editing that I had scripted sort of, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this is like finding a story out of your day, which is harder right now, but I think it's easier to do daily, like you said, than it would have been to do this twice a week.
Yeah, because then you're like, well, am I going to do my story today?
Or
am I going to tie it together? Like, am I going to make both days a thing?
Yeah,
is it going to be a weekend thing? Yeah, exactly.
It's like, how do you even do that? So this will be, I hope, easier, and I hope I get into a flow.
Yeah, I think obviously it takes more time to do that, but I think from a working standpoint, it'll pay off so much more.
Yeah, I hope so. And yeah, it's just like, I just see it as a really great way to hold myself accountable too. Like, I'm officially putting this out into the world, my goals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's a lot more accountability than if I'm just like, if I keep working on this in my own solitude in my office by myself. Yeah. And it makes sure that I do something with the business every day.
That's so awesome. That's why when I saw you, I was like, man, I feel like we have some of the so much in similar style, especially because when I started taking YouTube seriously, the whole reason I started my interview show was because I was like, look, I know I could make Premiere tutorials and really crush it, because I know I could like do all of this stuff that's actually bringing a lot of value, but I know I'm going to be sitting in a room by myself, just like making these things, and then after a year, what then? Like, am I still just cranking these out? Like, where's the purpose in that?
Yeah.
So now, by doing that show and no, I have to get one out every Wednesday, and holding myself accountable for that, I get to, one, talk to a whole bunch of people, and then on top of that, it's like inspiring, motivational material that also gets me inspired. Then it turns into a feedback loop of like, oh man, let's like get amped about doing all this other stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's really cool. It would be interesting to see if we meet up like 100 days into like whatever you're doing, you know, and then like
and we'll
seeing
get an update.
and like, well, not necessarily, well, yeah, an update, but like more of like where your content has like steered you towards and what's more meaningful to you at that point in time, you know?
Yeah.
But man, so glad and so awesome what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go.